should the Eagles win Super Bowl 59? 55-23. Felt the flesh. Felt the ass whooping. Saquon, Barkley, Jalen hurt, and that defense was dominant. Well, did Jalen Hurts, a.k.a. QB1, silence the critics? Now the stage is set. The rematch. Super Bowl 59. Eagles, Chiefs. You already know what to do. You knew. Let's make this epic. Welcome to the Skybox, where we give our epic perspective in the imperfect sports world. Now let me introduce you to the COVID panel in the game.
Better win university.
Mamba, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Woodshed University, where we're taking the home.
Coach Twilight, Quip University.
Michael C. Let's Hunt University. Yes. We're right there, guys. We're sitting right there. We're at 297. 297. You know our goal is 300. And when we get to that 300, our main goal is 1,000 subscribers. But if you want that NFL, that Philadelphia Eagles content with that little bit of entertainment, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button because it's only $3.99. Let's get right into it. Mama, how significant was that Eagles blowout win for us to go into Super Bowl 59? Talk to me, guys.
Jaden who? Rookie what? Come on, man. Seriously? Come on. That was huge.
Unbelievable. That's what that was. It was unbelievable. Let me ask you this, Coach Twilight. What do you think was the biggest difference maker in that game? Was it Saquon Barkley or was it those turnovers?
Combo. It was a combo. We're gonna give you the meal deal today. We're gonna give you the combo. It was the turnovers, and then it was actually Saquon doing what he's supposed to do. I was sitting there watching, and I was anticipating a good game, and then 20 points showed up extra in one quarter. I just said, it's time to go to bed. So I'm gonna give it to the turnovers, and then I'm gonna say Saquon had a lot to do with that.
I agree. With those 4 turnovers, Saquon Barkley playing the way he played, QB1 playing the way he played. It was a beautiful thing. What do you think? I want you guys to comment below. Daryl, are we seeing the best running back season in NFL history with Saquon Barkley?
Nah, I don't really think so. I mean, if he has it's kind of to be determined, you know what I mean? If he comes up with a dud, which I think is close to impossible in the Super Bowl, then no, he didn't beat the record. I mean, he did have 2 good games against the Rams, but I don't think the Rams are looked at as a juggernaut defense, just kind of an opportunity type defense. So, I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful thing right now. But remember, I'm seeing this with Cowboys glasses, so there's a little hate in here too.
That's not a little. That's an overflow.
You think it's the best season?
No.
Exactly.
I want to give credit where credit is due. QB1. He's been criticized by the social media. He's been criticized by the national media. He's been criticized by his own media, etc. Podcast. I mean, we can go down the line. The man went 20 for 28, 246 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 3 rushing touchdowns. Mama, did he silence the critics?
I was a huge critic beginning of the year. You know, last season was abysmal. If we're going to sit here and say that Jalen had a great season last year, he didn't. He was number 2 in MVP the year before when we went to the Super Bowl. And he had a lot of drop off. And it was, people were saying it was Brian Johnson, it was this, it was that. You're playing in a city that is passionate. You're playing in a city that wants to win. For many years, people don't understand this. Philadelphia produced a product that was not a product. It was cheap. It was chintz. People say, oh, Santa Claus this, Santa Claus that. Yeah, for all those season ticket holders, they gave nothing back to them in the 60s. They trolled out some 14-year-old kid dressed as Santa Claus to kind of say, hey, it's okay, we'll get through this. And fans were sick of it, and the snowballs lit them up, period. And, you know, the national media has always gotten on to our QB, has always gotten on to our coaching staff, has always gotten on to the city itself. And the thing is, it's a tough crowd. Eagle fans are tough. They're their worst critic. They're also the best critic. And the thing is, when you go out there and you underperform, you're going to hear the boo birds, always. When you go out there, you have I'm going to say it as it is. Philly, for the most part, is a knowledgeable fan base. They know how to see through BS. And, you know, Jalen, with his quiet demeanor, never really stood up. Same thing when Andy Reid was coach here. He would always, like, gloss over things and, you know, blah, 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 blah. We like that fiery guy. We like that leader that comes out and says, you know what, I screwed up and I've got to do better. And, you know, he made a comment this past week about having the straitjacket taken off of him. Well, I got news for you. You also dance around in the pocket 2 weeks before that and don't get rid of the ball. And we're now facing 2nd and 20. And we're now facing 3rd and 25. These situations can't happen. And if you look in that championship game, he got rid of the ball quickly. He was 20 for 28. And if you take away those 4 balls that he threw away, he's 24 for 28. He threw for 240 yards. The week before, Josh Allen didn't do anything. Jalen put up what, a buck 8? I mean, yeah. So, and Josh didn't do much better, but yet he's 1 and 2 in the MVP voting. So there are a lot of things that have changed this year. Yes, we have gone run heavy. I think we're 56% run versus 44% pass. So he's got to go out there. He's got to be effective. He's got to manage the game. He's got to be a leader, and he's got to be an MVP to himself, to his team, and to the city of Philadelphia.
With all that said, one thing I have to believe right now is that when it comes to QB1 is playing his best ball right now. Check out what Mattydubbs says about QB1. Check this out.
Hurts is also playing like the best quarterback in football, maybe outside of Patrick Mahomes, which makes this Super Bowl matchup even crazier. Now, look at this play here. First thing we're going to notice is a little bit of pre-snap motion by A.J. Brown. Once that happens right here, this checks off so many different boxes for Jalen Hurts. What do I mean by that? Well, first thing we notice is we have man-to-man coverage, right? A.J. Brown versus Marshawn Lattimore. Second thing we notice, 1 high safety. Now, whenever you have 1 high safety, guys, this could be a cover 1 plugger. This could be a cover 1 robber with maybe a linebacker and a mid-read. But either way, if this guy does not rotate in this direction, we have what you call a yes-no read, okay? Let me clear this. What is a yes-no read? Okay, so basically when you have this matchup, 1-on-1, man-to-man, 1 high safety, if this guy doesn't go over, we're going to circle yes, and we're throwing this football no matter what, just because we like our guy way more than we like their guy. That's all it is. That's a yes-no read. Whenever you see that matchup, boom, we're communicating. Go ball, man-to-man coverage. one-eye safety. Watch Jalen Hurts here. He's going to drop back. He's going to look that safety off. Okay, what does that mean? He's going to keep him in line. Instead of looking immediately over in this direction and moving him with him, he's going to look at him. He's going to move him backwards, right, in a straight line, keeping that one-on-one maintained. Drops back, looks left, throws it. Unbelievable throw to A.J. Brown. I mean, right in the breadbasket, gets both feet in, maybe 3, 4, 5 feet in. I mean, this is outstanding football right here by Jalen Hurts. Again, initiate. We know we have man-to-man. Initiate. Now we know we have one-eye safety. Let me get him to the opposite side of the field, and let me throw this ball. Under pressure, don't matter. Absolute dot. Another one of my favorite plays of the game. It's simple. It's really simple. Read the defense and take what they give you. We're gonna see a little bit of pre-snap motion right away. The first thing we notice, guys, zone coverage. Right? You see how number 1 doesn't fully cross the formation. Now we have something we love. We keep a guy in the box here now. We have this RPO. We can hand this football up the middle, or if this guy bites down, now we have a quick out, we have this over the middle, and we have this little wheel by Devontae Smith. Now we have a 2-on-3. We have the number game, right? If you play the number game, you're going to win a lot of football games. So we're going to get these guys in the box. We're going to read this key defender, right? He bites down on Saquon Barkley because, quite frankly, you have to. If you don't, you're screwed. So again, A.J. Brown is here to clear out the safety, and this guy as well. Devontae is trying to clear out Jeremy Chin at the top side, and then you get a wide open little out by Dallas Goedert. All we got to do here, kick it to him. We got the numbers. I want to see Devontae Smith get a block here, right? Like, we know if he's following you, we got to get a block here. Not a big difference, right? Probably going to get tackled there anyway. But still, easy read, quick play, quick 10, 9 yards, whatever you want to give him there.
I want to know you guys, looking at this Eagles team, their explosiveness. Saquon Barkley, as we know, was a big difference maker in that game. 15 carries for $118, 3 touchdowns. Look at what that O-line did. Opened up. The first run shows you how that O-line affected that game. Jalen Hurts, again, like we said, 20 for 26 for 246, 3 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown. We told you he was gonna open up. And I'm not talking about open up a book. He opened up on that Washington Commanders secondary for 6 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. When we look at everything that went down, running down that line, one thing that really opened up was that defense. Coach, I'm going to ask you this question. And I'm kind of scared to ask it, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is this defense closest thing you've seen to the Legion of Boom?
Yes.
Everybody's looking for that next big defense. We've had the Doomsday defense. We've had the Steel Curtain. We've had the Chicago Bear 85 defense. We've had the Cowboys of the 90s defense. And then we had the Legion of Boom. I can say this. The defense is great. It's good. Great. It's got to be consistent to be great. You got to do more than 1 year. You got to do more than 17, 18 games. I like to see what the organization wants to do for 2-3 years. I want to see if it's going to be built together and bring in new kids in and get them playing at the same level. I can say the defense is good, but I can't compare it to the Legion of Boom because the Legion of Boom, they carried theirs for many years. I can't compare it to any other defense, but it is a good defense.
Okay. I want you guys to comment below. Is this 2025 Philadelphia Eagles defense equivalent or even in the ballpark of that, the Legion of Boom? My last question, Daryl. I want to ask you, was Saquon Barkley the best addition this offseason?
I mean, I would say yeah, but I mean with a caveat, because like let's be 100% real. To have somebody like Quinyon Mitchell that you added through the draft that shuts off a whole side of a field. Like I get, and like offensively, like big ups to Saquon, but bro, what y'all did with that secondary is what got y'all here. Bro, that secondary was atrocious. I don't even like to say this name, even as a Cowboys fan, but hey, Eagles fans, I know y'all remember Bradbury. You kidding me? You replaced Bradbury with Quinyon Mitchell. He shuts off the whole field. He shut down 8 to 9 out of 10 of the top receivers in the league. You talk about a dude that's going to be good for a very long time. I do not compare anybody to the great Patrick Surtain, but he is the next great corner, and that type of corner travels everywhere. You do not lose that type of talent. Away games, home games, playoff games. Bro, he's an animal. He reminds me of the bull Byron Jones. If you know anything about football, you do know that name.
All right. Well, you see, as you saw last Sunday, we put a thumping on the Commanders. We are now one step away. We are at our last hunt. But our last hunt is not something easy that we're going to be hunting. And guess what? They're hunting too. They're hunting for number 3. They're hunting for immortality. They're hunting to be the team. But there's only one team in their way. Fly! Eagles, fly! You already know what time it is. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little bit over 1 week away. But when we get there, you know what time it is. It's time to dance in New Orleans. It's time to hunt in New Orleans. You already know what time it is. We'll have the predictions on the next episode. But with that being said, if you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, email us at the #1 skybox at gmail.com. It's your boy, Mama. It's Daryl P. It's Coach Twilight. And it's me, Michael C. The source of life over the mic. And I'm going to leave you with these 4 words. Now let's make it epic. Words.
About to get goated. About to get goated.
Let's make this epic. If you like this episode, just look and see what we said was going to be the shockers of the NFL.